this healing to say, I accept. Setting the intention for this healing to bring balance to the chakra system and the subtle bodies. And all low vibrational energy projections will be immediately transmuted and returned to the Alcyon sun. Just trying to get it centered with the pyramid. Oops. Oh, that was my bottle. I am doing reiki. It's a form of energetic healing. It's a form of energy healing that is called reiki. Or you can call it chi healing. Welcome to the channel. No, I am not. It's important to know that nobody can steal your energy without your permission. The only way you can lose energy if you buy into a belief system, and the belief system is what drains your energy. I'm gonna use a little bit of rose water. I'm glad that you're able to make it to my live. I am feeling the energetic body for any blockages. Right now, I'm expanding any energy blockage. And what I mean by that, whenever a viewer enters the video, I immediately feel their emotional state and I feel their energetic body and my body, energetic body pairs like a mirror. And so then I search within myself for where the energy blockages are at by moving my conscious awareness up and down through my chakra system. And then I can expand the chakra system and I can feel how the chakra is spinning. And if there's a blockage, I will remove it and then I'll smooth it out. This is all energetic. So it depends how sensitive you are to energy. Not recently. You are very welcome. Daily tune-up. It's light magic, not dark magic. Good afternoon. It's a very peaceful day. That's how I see it. Science needs to catch up, but they will get there. So now I'm going to do some cord cutting. And I'm going to start with the crown chakra. Moving to the third eye. You're just in time. I'm clearing out the chakras. I'm just moving to the third eye. The cleansing crystal, the violet flame, imbued. Now moving to the throat chakra. I'll say, at peace with myself today. Just removing weight off the shoulders. Now moving to the heart chakra. Just opening it up. Actually, the 7-7 portal has been very, very calming. It's very neutral. The energy is neutral. And I find myself not as affected as much. Like when I go out into the store, still got work to do, but it's not as intense. 2 weeks ago, the energy was extreme. So now I'm pulling out blockages to the heart chakra. I had very, very strange dreams last night, though. Even though it happened, I still find I was still didn't have any. It didn't feel negative, even though the dream, in a sense, would be negative. But since like I'm kind of aware of what happened, I was just brought to different past life situations, or like in one of my dreams last night. Um, it started off where I went to sleep around 3 a.m. and then I woke up, and then there was like another person, another being, or I don't know who it was, but it was laying in my tent. And at first, I was like, the person was saying I'm cold, so I gave them my hoodie, right? And I just put the hoodie on them, and I went back to sleep. I was like, wait a minute. After I woke up again, I was like, oh, that person was in spirit because it was laying right here. I was like, oh shoot, that was the astral realm. So I woke up and then went back to sleep again, and then I found myself in another, um, I guess, in one of my other simultaneous lifetimes, or like one of my other soul fragments, and I was in that I was in that perspective. Give me a sec. I'm just closing off the healing in the heart, moving down to the solar plexus. So, and one of those other dreams I had, there was these people who was like attacking, and I literally got shot in that dream state. Like I got shot, and then time rewind back before I got shot, and then in the dream state, I don't know why sometimes the dreams can get like violent out of nowhere. So this person was like swinging around a gun, and it hit him in the head with this pole, and then he fell down, and he got back up again. I guess we all realized that we was all in spirit because another person came, and they got shot again, and I got my time. I got rewind back again. It's like every time I died in that state, then it was like before it happened. Weird, weird dreams. And yes, with these type of dreams, when they end, it's like you still remember, because it's not like you just wake up and immediately forget. It's like you ease back into your body, and you're like, oh, and that helped me memorize that those like other people, like I remember seeing, like imagine if you had like someone who was like really important to you in a previous life, and then you remember them, and be like, oh, well, then you start to wonder, where's that person at? Like if you have like a best friend in a different time period, and then now you remember who they are, and you see them in the dream state, like you don't recognize their physical form, but you recognize the energy that they have. And I remember just before the ending, before I woke up from my dream, we was inside this facility area, and there was this guy going like completely like rogue. Cause I have a lot of dreams where I'm in like futuristic battles, like it looks some of my dreams, like the battles look like Call of Duty times 3. I can't even explain what I'm seeing, what's happening. It's like giant wars that be happening in my dream state, and I just remember fighting in them. Like I remember there's some people who's able to fly around, like we was able to fly around, and this guy was coming at me for like a sword, and I remember he tried to stab me, and it hit the armor on my thing, and it was like I punched his weapon so hard that it shattered, and then a whole bunch of other stuff happened in the dream state. It would be crazy because everybody inside like these battles be having like crazy abilities going around. It's not the first time I had like weird battle dreams. Like I remember one of the dreams I had, I was like in a unit of a whole bunch of other people. See, I think what jogged my memory is because I remember there was this person who was with me, and I guess he was like friends with me at the time, and he got shot, and then he died in that dream. So it brought back a memory of like when I was fighting, and we was fighting these um I don't know what to call them. They almost look like they're not spiders, but though I know that was huge, and it was like battle. It was I can't even explain what type of battle it was. It was like all these things were trying to go through the door and was like trying to hold this area. So interesting. Or seeing gigantic ships in the sky and stuff like that. You can't really tell if it's a past timeline or was a future timeline that we came back from. Or sometimes I wonder if it's just my subconscious mind just putting things together that I watch, like certain movies. Because I know sometimes the mind will put things that you see from movies or video games and put it into the dream state. Okay, so now I'm done with the solar plexus, and now I'm moving down to the sacral chakra. Removing blockages to the sacral chakra. Sinking or going. I know usually just before you go to sleep, it start to feel like you're falling. It's usually like when your astral body is moving from your physical body. But sometimes when you go to sleep, you can fall through your mattress because you're like thin as atoms. So you ever think about how the Flash is like moving really fast and he's able to pass through objects? That is what your spirit body is moving way faster than your physical body. So sometimes you can just fall through it or go up. Or sometimes if you're like in a halfway point, like halfway in spirit and halfway not, sometimes you can look at a door and it look like it's opening and shutting, but it's really not. You're just actually in between realms. So okay, now I'm removing blockages to the sacral chakra. I would love to hear more about that. More about these intergalactic wars that be happening. What is that? There's this bird that keeps going back and forth. I know it's kind of hard for me to determine or to interpret the dream because the dreams can be meaning so many other things. Like sometimes our mind will create people in the dream state that represents a belief system that we have. Like we call them non-players. We can make up to like almost 90,000 um, I would say, artificial people. Like since it's only us really in our reality, and we make the version of each person. If you realize there's some people who walk around who are not actually people. They're just projections. Like some of them you can't even feel their aura. They just I call them NPCs. Like you see some people who have soul, like soul people, people who have actual souls, and then you see people who are just they're just background. Well, for the headache, just focus on the area when I get back to the crown chakra and the third eye. Right now, I'm sealing off the sacral and moving down to the root. Or just focus on your body part where the energy or you feel pain, and wherever your attention go, your energy will flow to that area, and then I probably can help with that area. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to go back and find my notes. I take a lot of notes of my dream state. I probably have to like re-look over it. I'll be seeing a lot of my family members in my dream state. I think what happened was in the other one, I see my brother, and he was getting attacked by someone else. So then I tried to help him, and that's how I got shot in the dream state. And I think when the person shot me in the dream state, they looked shocked because I was still standing. Like the person was like super shocked, so they started shooting me even more, but I didn't fall down. I was like, "Funk." I think you're releasing belief systems through your tears. I heard that from Bashar. When you cry, you're releasing a negative belief system. Sometimes in a dream state, I have people who be trying to like they be trying to trick me, and then I end up catching on, and then I end up becoming lucid in the dream. I think soon as that happened, they become aware of it, because then whenever I become aware of what they're trying to do, that's when they try to attack. They try to attack me or try to scare me, but I realize in the dream state you're immortal, so no attack can really have real damage. Greetings. Welcome. Okay, now I'm sealing off the root, healing, filling it with the color red, filling the sacral chakra with the color orange, solar plexus filling with the color yellow, heart chakra being filled with color green and pink, throat chakra being filled with the color blue, third eye being filled with the color a deep blue color, and the crown being filled with the color violet, and soul star the white ray. I ask Archangel Metatron for your Metatron's cube to be placed in our crown chakra. Sometimes the headache can come from when you don't have blood circulation through the veins that goes into your head. So it's best to massage the vein. There's a vein that goes right here. Massage the vein so the energy block can release. Welcome in. It's nice to meet. See a whole bunch of squirrels over there. I see some of the mosquitoes, but I'm glad I have this screen right now on this tent. Because right behind me, there's like a small little creek. There's a creek over here. It's pretty low in water, but when it rains, it gets pretty high. I chose this area because during one of Bashar's channelings with Willa, they was talking about how if you go near a tree, near the water element, and then focus on your breathing, and focus on the heartbeat, focus on the wind and the water sound, you can connect to other Christic beings. So that's why I chose over here. So when I go to sleep, I can connect better to the dream state. Grab my other phone. Well, technically, there's monitoring spirits everywhere. Not all of them are negative. There's spirits, a lot of monitoring spirits are actually elementals. Because everything is watching, even the trees are watching. Okay. So I have a lot of. It doesn't make any sense. Like after I wake up and read them, because some of them I haven't read in so long. So this is so in my dream day I met this person and she was able to create things with her mind like super fast. So like for example, making some artwork and she was thinking about the object and the object appeared. Then immediately it changed from form so that like she imagined like we made a form and underneath the form was another form. See, that's when it's hard to not make any sense when I say it like that. So then we ask to divide the form. You can see first form, so on to forms. See, when I was describing form, there was like this object that this person in the dream state she was showing me, and she was telling me to look at it. Um, how to explain this? So imagine there's a technological object like a computerized device. In her hand, she changed. She used her thought, and the whole entire device is broke up. And see how you sometimes you see in movies, and you see like a piece of technology and it just it goes up and it's just floating. You see all the components and parts, and then it goes back together like that. Like so, this person, she was in the dream state, and she was showing me how to um, create things. So she was creating a whole bunch of things in the dream state. What else? Okay, we asked them to ask her to open them and take the imperfections out and produce whatever was being created. And then she telekinesis pulled everything out and flew out and landed to the side. It kind of hard to put this into words. Yeah, because immediately when I woke up, I was trying to understand like what she was trying to tell me. I think this is the same person who had the crystal skull, because I have a crystal skull. The day I the day I got my crystal skull, this right here, the Labradorite one. When I first touched it, I felt all this energy rush to my third eye, and the very day when I went to sleep, with the crystal skull right next to me, I remember waking up in a dream state holding the crystal skull in my hand, and there was another person with a crystal skull, but it was a little bit different, and it was telling me to follow them. And I guess what woke me up in the dream state is the person grabbed their crystal skull and threw it on the ground, and it bounced. And I was like, in my mind, I thought it was gonna shatter, and it didn't shatter. So it woke me up in the dream state because I was like, oh, what are you doing? So this really helps, having lucid dreams. Just a permission slip. Okay, let's see. Another dream I had. Hmm. Also, you see a lot of cats. I see a lot of cats in my dreams. So in this one it says, okay, just before I woke up in my dream, I said, I know I was in the astral realm. I was in between physical, and it was like I couldn't tell if I was a cat or some type of animal. Oh yeah, because I was in that dream state, I was like a four-legged being. I didn't know there was a whole bunch of them, like little hands. Oh yeah, this is when I was sleeping in my tent, and my astral arm was hanging out of my tent, and a whole bunch of these tiny little beings with little hands that was all grabbing my arm, and I can feel and hear them like talking, and it was like pulling me. And since I was like half sleep, half woke, I was trying to figure out like what was happening, because you can feel like the warmth of their energy, and there's like I don't know what to call them, but there was like tiny little beings, and it was all over like the front of my tent, and it was like dragging my astral body. It was like dragging me out of my astral body, and then I woke up. You have helped my cat calm down. He's being calm today. I'm glad I can help him. A good it's very good to like channel Reiki onto your cat. I do sometimes with my mom's cat. His name is Nugget, because he can definitely feel energy. I start like with his I just gently wave my hand over his back like I'm petting him, but I'm not. I'm just feeling his energetic body. You know, sometimes your pets can share the same oversoul or soul, be in a soul family. Like some of your soul family can be your own pets. So you ever wonder like why this animal is like so connected to me? Because part of the oversoul, like there's an oversoul for animals and there's an oversoul for humans, but then they're still connected. So it's like part of your soul family is the pets. and they then purposely come into your life because they're almost like how would people say it, what a twin flame is? A twin flame is basically it's the same soul but split in two. So like imagine if one soul was like slacking on his development, or it decided not to continue on his journey. What the soul will do, it will send another soul spark in the same reincarnation at the same time to push the other one. Or if the other soul is really being like really lazy, it will even reincarnate more of itself at the same time. That's why you see twins, or that's why you see twins or triplets, is because one of them was being not progressing in its spiritual journey. So what the oversoul did, it sent it sent higher versions of its own self to assist the other one. And if it really needs help, it will send like two or three just to help the one. So all three of the triplets, they're all the same soul, but they're just soul fragments. They're literally the same soul. That's why they're able to hear each other's thoughts and feel each other from across the world. It's like parallel realities, but in the same time zone. And I think that's why with my pet cat that I had, or he's at my mom's, but that's why in the dream state I see him, the cat. It's very interesting because you can hear in the dream state or in the astral, you can actually talk to them and they understand you. Even though they look different, look way different. Let me put this phone back. I hear the frogs jumping off their diving boards into the water. So I can keep hearing splashing. I have no idea what you mean. Now I'm going to work on the 3 lower chakras. is a type of form of energy healing, or you can just call it ASMR, visual ASMR, but it's mainly just energy. I can call it the vibe healing, mood healing. No, I am not. Thank you. I know that deeply. Welcome to this energy healing. Thank you for the heart. Yes, I really did. I spent the first part of the birthday, I had mushrooms that was called the golden teacher. I had like a very small amount. I went into meditation with that. It lasted about, I'd say about 6 hours. Thank you for the happy birthday. I am feeling balanced. I feel my soul is filled with light. For me, even when I'm supposedly having a bad day, I choose to be happy because it's a choice. It is a choice. I appreciate it for you spending your time and energy with me. May your day be full of light. I really like the store-bought sage better than the bundle sage. This smells way different. This one almost smells like a tea that you would drink. And the other one, this smells like cardboard that's been sprayed with the scent of sage. This one's still fuzzy. And the energy of the smoke is completely different. It has a different feeling. I'm so happy that the sun is like right at the perfect spot, shining through my completely changes my energy when the sunlight. make a little energy ball and make it grow it in your hands. Sometimes you feel the energy ball. It's like the more you build it up, the more the tips of your fingers start to vibrate. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am balance. I am capable of balancing my surroundings. I am connected to Source Creator at all times. My throat chakra is aligned. Dear Source Creator, I ask for a translucent shield of light to surround my informational field. I am capable of balancing my surroundings. I am strength. I am strength. I am light. I remove all programs of doubt, envy, hatred, and replace them with unconditional love, balance, and peace, stability. And I allow the divine adamantine light particles to flow through my body and nourish every cell. And I ask the cells of my body to release all what does not serve our highest good. And I neutralize all programs of fear and anxiety and completely remove these fear programs, these destructive programs that does not serve. Pulling away all psychic blockages to the intuitive channel. Well, I have a few things I need to do today. So I want to say thank you to all who shared their energy in creating this egregore of balance and unconditional love. Thank you for spending time with me. May your day or night be filled with light. Namaste.